Hello, my dazzling stars, and welcome back to my channel. This is Cosmic Songs by Anna because I love all things magical. And today we are going to take a look at the month ahead for us. Do keep in mind that this is a timeless reading, so you can come to this reading whenever. But we are going to focus on the month of March 2023 because that's the month which lies ahead of us. But if you come across this reading later, do know that Spirit has brought this forward to you because we do know that YouTube algorithm, it works in mysterious ways. So if you did come across this reading later, do know that there is some message there here for you. If you were called to this reading whenever, it was meant for you because that's the intention which has been put into this reading while making it during the creation of it. Okay, that being said, we're going to take a look into the overarching energies of the month ahead, what's coming your way, and what you need to know right now. These are generalized readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest. As you can see, there are 4 piles here, and if this is your first time here, or if this is the first time doing a pick a pile or pick a card reading, then I would suggest that you pause for a moment. You can even pause this video for a while and then focus on your heart chakra, which is located exactly at the center of your chest, like where your heart is. Okay, but it's like at the center. So focus on your heart chakra, and whichever pile you're drawn to the most, that's the pile for you. Okay, do know that you can never choose wrong. If you can also be called to multiple piles. If that's the case, it could be that Spirit has messages for you from multiple piles, because we have more than one angel guide. We have more than just one angel guide. So it could be that you have messages from multiple piles. Alternatively, if you feel that you are having difficulty choosing and you would like to get a reading, then you can also listen to a bit of all the piles and you will know which is the one for you, because it would resonate. Okay, I don't know how that works, but whenever I do that, whenever I watch other pick a card readings from other channels, sometimes I won't be able to choose the pile which is for me, and I would just listen to the intro or a bit of all the piles, and then I would know which pile is for me. Okay, it just resonates, it would make sense to you. Okay, but of course, as I said, these are generalized readings, so just take what resonates and leave the rest, because it could be that 100% of a pile is not fitting you, but then there could be bits from different piles which are for you. Okay, so if you're drawn to multiple piles, even that is not wrong. You can never choose wrong. Have faith in that. Trust that your angel guides will guide you to it. Your guides, your spirit guides will guide you to that. Okay, if you like to choose with crystals, then let's pop some crystals onto the piles right now. So for pile 1, we have unakite, and it's a green reddish crystal. Yeah. For pile 2, we have the sunstone, and this is white and it has pale orange bits in it. For pile 3, we have blue lace agate. And for pile 4, we have a cat's eye. Okay, so yeah, those are the crystals. You can choose the crystal, and the timestamps for the readings will be given in the description down below. So go ahead, make your choice, and I'll see you at your reading. Hello, pile 1, and welcome to your reading. So if you chose this pile, then you have the card of the fates, and look at how beautiful this card is. So what it's telling me is that in the month of March, something very divine is coming into your life. Okay, something very amazing is coming into your life, and something which is kind of fated. Okay, there's some sort of change which is coming into your life, and that change was fated. Okay, but before I proceed any further on this, let's explore your archetypes card. So I was pulling only one archetype card for each deck, but for you, 2 cards decided to come up. So you have the fault line and the stone. Interesting, right? So what the fault line here is telling me is that, a fault line is a place where earthquakes happen. Like there are like plates, and don't quote me on this, but because I'm not a student of geology, and I'm not, yeah, I'm not a student of geology, so I don't know. But from my basic understanding, fault lines are where earthquakes happen. These are where the plates of earth meet each other, and because of the constant friction, or because of the push and the pull, the earthquakes happen. Sometimes they would be lying dormant, and then sometimes there would be friction, and earthquakes happen at the fault lines. So when earthquakes happen, obviously, like there is tension, right? There is tension which is created on the surface of the earth, and whenever earthquakes happen, there is tension, right? There is tension, and as a result of that, like because of the earthquake which is happening, because of the friction which is happening underneath, like you could be going through a lot of changes right now, or maybe those changes have already started. And like, let me tell you, like in the month of March, a lot of astrological things are happening up in the sky. Like, yeah, Pluto is moving into Aquarius, Saturn is moving out of Aquarius and into into Pisces, and then there's this conjunction which is happening between Chiron and Jupiter. It's crazy. Okay, so what I'm feeling here is that you have been going through some sort of tension in your life. You have been going through some sort of anxiety or some sort of pain. Okay, and the reason you might not be able to understand why this is happening to you, maybe something you fought so hard to maintain, so hard to keep in your life, or something which you're trying so hard to keep in your life, that thing seems like it's slipping out of your hand, right? So it seems to you like whatever you're doing, like the universe is against you or something. Okay, where progress is not happening. What the spirit is telling me is that the unrest or the anxiety which you're feeling right now is because something new is being born out of you right now. Okay, as a result of this friction, something new is coming out into the world, and now it is not totally ready. Because if you look at the stones here, and they look like crystals, right? They look like a lot of crystals. Yeah, they look like crystals here. So what comes to my mind when I see this is that there are crystals, but then there's this protective layer, and then there is this box, and then there is this triangle. Okay, so the earthquake which is happening might be happening at these outer surfaces, this triangular areas, and because of this process, this is getting ready to come out. Okay, so I feel like there is something within you which is getting ready to be born. Maybe you are not aware of this thing yet, because this thing is inside you, this thing is protected inside you. There is this creativity, there is this purpose, there is this beautiful thing which you are meant to create, which you are meant to bring into this world. And the cards here are telling me that because of this friction which you're going through right now, you're sort of being honed. Okay, you're sort of being transformed, you're sort of being nurtured by the universe, sort of being molded by the universe to bring this thing out into the world. Like at this particular point, at this point, you might feel lost. Okay, you might be feeling lost, but what spirit is telling me is that in the near future, you are going to bring this amazing thing into the world. And all the friction which is happening in your life right now is because you're meant to bring those things into the world. You're meant to bring those things into the light, and they can only be born through you, because you have those powers. Okay, you're meant to be a creator, you're meant to bring those things out into the world. And it's like when they say that, the struggling artist the struggling artist has to do certain things, like the artist can only be successful when he has been through some, because then he can write songs which can actually touch our hearts. So it sort of reminds me of the struggling artist, that like right now the struggles that you're going through, it's because you're meant for something much bigger. Okay, you're not meant to be here in this particular place where you are at right now. And in the month of March, you might be feeling a lot of that friction, a lot of that urge, a lot of that anxiety, a lot of the thing which wants to come out of you, something which just wants to come out of you. Okay, you'll start feeling this, like if you were lost on your sense of purpose up until this point, then spirit is telling me that in the month of March your purpose will become so clear to you, and that is amazing, right? Then you have the card of the Chariot. Okay, so it says success that comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishment, being in the spotlight. Interesting. I'm going to pull your other tarot cards, which I've already pulled. So you have the Emperor. Nice. And then you have the King of Cups. Okay. Give me a minute. Okay, so the energy which I'm feeling here right now, what it looks like it is telling me right now, is that right now you need to bring in some stability. Okay, as I was saying with the fault line, when there is too much of movement, obviously earthquakes happen. But the thing is, if you're not focused, if you're not focusing on one particular thing, because if you look at the stone, like the triangle is pointed upwards, right? Like, and obviously, like things get born due to conflict and due to our strife and everything. But if you are trying 10,000 things, if you're trying 10,000 things, it's not like you cannot handle 10,000 things. But what spirit is telling you is that there needs to be some sort of stability. Okay, right now you need to bring in some sort of stability, because if you look at the Emperor, he is a very stable person. He is sitting, he knows what he wants. He knows he is the ruler of this land. He knows what are his dreams and aspirations. He knows what he wants, and he knows what he can give to this world. Okay, he is very sure about his position in this world. He knows he is the Emperor, and he carries the weight of the world on his back. Okay, not literally, but like if you're like as the saying goes, heavy lies the head which wears the crown. Yeah, so something like that. Okay, and even if you look at this King of Cups, he looks very stable. He's looking into this cup, but there is very less movement on his part. Like, yes, water flows, and there are these waves which are happening underneath him and around him, and there is this fish coming out of this cup which to me signifies opportunities which are coming to you. Okay, but at the same time he is very still. Okay, and so what it's telling me is that right now you need to bring some stillness into your life, because it could be that you are missing opportunities because you're not still at this moment. Okay, it could be that someone is coming and giving you some idea, but because your mind is so spread out, okay, it's like all these lines which are so spread out, okay, everywhere. Because of that, you're not able to grasp the opportunities as and when they arrive. Like, you want to do this and you also want to do that, and then you also do want to do every other thing, which, and that's okay. Like, we want to experience multiple things, but the overarching energies for March for you is, I would say, stability. Like, yes, you got the Chariot, but even if you look at the Chariot, okay, there is a focus, there is a goal, there is a aim. Like, the lady knows which way she is going, the fairy knows which way she is going. And look at there are two bees which are steering the this chariot. Yeah, and they're taking her forward. But what is interesting is that, bees are very hard workers. They work very hard. And so obviously, like, so what it tells me is that there needs to be some sort of hard work. There needs to be some sort of stability. There needs to be, because bees, they go out every day in order to collect nectar. Come on, hello. Why isn't it focusing on this? Yeah. Okay, so bees go out into the world every single day in order to find nectar, right? They will go to the flowers, and they day in and day out they will bring the nectar to the beehive so that the queen can do her thing, right? So what it's telling me is that right now what you need is hard work. Okay, because you cannot reach your destination if you are not focused. If your focus is, if you are not focused, then obviously, as I said, you'll be missing opportunities, and whatever is fated to you. Hmm. Okay, yeah. And whatever's fated to you, like there are certain things which are happening in your life right now. And it could be that, as I said, you're missing opportunities because you're so focused on so many different things. Like, I feel like there's a lot of confusion which is happening here. Okay. And March is the month where you need to bring some sort of stability. Okay. Like, and you might ask how to bring that. So, for that, I'm going to pull some tarot cards to find the answer. Okay, what do you need to do? So we have Nine of Wands. Pick one thing. We have another card, and let's see, we will pull another card. Okay, Six of Cups. Excuse my clumsy shuffling. Ten of Wands reversed. Okay, so as I said, now I don't always use reversals, so yeah. Anyway, I don't use reversals unless I'm called to do so. And right now I was not called to do the reversal because this makes sense. Okay, so what it's telling me here, first you got the Nine of Wands and the Ten of Wands. And here, well, actually, I guess it makes sense why it came reversed, why it flew out reversed in your case. But I'm going to read it upright and tell you what I think about this. Okay, so Nine of Wands, first you have to make a choice, because if you can see the girl here, she has picked her fight, she has picked her stick, she has picked her wand, like, yes, this is what I'm going to do, this is what I need to do right now. So what Spirit is asking you is that what is the thing which calls you the most? Like, what is the thing which you'd miss the most if you don't do this thing? Okay, and something which could even be a dream of your childhood. Like, maybe people around you told you that you cannot do this and you cannot do that. Like, there's this puppy who is in the image, right? And the puppy has grown into this big dog here. So what it's telling me is the growth. So I feel like there was this childhood dream of yours. You wanted to pursue something, but maybe people around you told you that you cannot pursue that thing because that thing is not practical. Like, the puppy is not going to grow, like, live long enough to see you getting old, because if you see, the kid here is quite small, and then he is quite a mature man. Okay, he's quite old here in this picture, but the same dog is still with him. So, like, of course, we can take it in multiple different aspects, but what is coming to my mind is that this dream of yours, maybe people told you like it's not feasible. Okay, this thing, you had it from your childhood. When you were a kid, you knew what is the exact thing which you wanted to do. Okay, your purpose was so clear to you, but somewhere along the line you lost your purpose because of what everything else, because of what people around you told you. Okay, maybe your family told you like that doesn't sound practical. Maybe you said that you want to be an actress or an actor. Okay, but then people around you told you like, oh, come on, it's not like you can win the Oscar or something. But the question is, why not? And how will you know whether you can do that or not unless you try, right? Like, whatever your people around you told you was from their own perspective. Okay, what that was from their own reality, that was from their own truth, their own experience, and it's not necessary that their experience would be your experience. So I feel like there is something which you are bringing from your childhood which brings you so much happiness, and you know what that thing is. Okay, but you're looking for your purpose elsewhere. It's like when I want to tell my friends, like, I want to do tarot reading for the rest of my life. Okay, I feel like that's my purpose, and they would say like, oh, but that doesn't seem so practical. Like, what if people don't want to take readings from you and all that? But the truth is, it's not necessary that what I want to do, I won't be able to do that, right? Like, as long as it is my purpose, I'm sure I'll find ways of doing this thing. Like, I read for my clients, and I know that clients will come to me as and when they require. And that is not important. What is important is that you believe in your dreams. Because if you don't believe in your dreams, How will they become a reality? Okay, so this the Ten of Wands here is very interesting because here she is walking down the hill. Okay, in the traditional cards, usually the Ten of Wands is walking up the hill and not coming down, but here in this particular scenario, the girl here, she's coming down the hill and she has got help. Okay, so what is telling me, like, there is a help here, there is a help here. Take the help of someone who is close to you. Take the help of someone who you believe would be able to support you. Okay, take someone's help in order to figure this thing out. Okay, because your fates are calling to you, and whatever this thing is, that would give you recognition, that would give you limelight. If limelight is the thing which you've desired, because if you look at this lady here, she is covered in stars. Okay, so what's coming to my mind is that she has that sort of aura where people just notice her, where she walks into the room and people are just like, oh wow, like her aura, her vibe. Now that's, that pass the vibe check, that sort of thing. But what you need to do in order for that is obviously focus. In order to see your dreams converted into a reality, you need to have focus, you need to have stability in your life. Okay, now we're going to take a look at what you need to know right now. Okay, Spirit, what does pile 1 need to know right now? What does pile 1 need to know right now? Okay, what does pile 1 need to know right now? Wow, okay. I just saw the card which came up for you and I was like, wow, okay. And I think we have that card, yes. Okay. Oh, Ten of Pentacles, interesting. Yes, oh my god, what was I telling you? Okay, so this is, again, take this as a confirmation that what I was telling up until this point. First of all, rely on the people who are close to you. Take the help of people who are close to you, your supporters, people who would cheer you on regardless whether you are succeeding or failing, people who would still support you, who would still cheer you on and not pull you down, because sometimes you need people to lift you up and not pull you down. Okay, find those people. If you don't have those people in your life, you need to find those people. But I believe that what Spirit is telling me is that you have those people in your life, so talk to them, speak to them. And when you do, okay, talk to them about your fears, talk to them about your feeling of being stuck, because you see, like, even here the crystal is I'm feeling like the crystal is ready to be born. Okay, the crystal is ready to be brought out into this world, but there are so many layers which the crystal has to cross, but these layers are not real. Okay, these layers have been put there by yourself. These layers have been put within you by your conditioning, by your life experiences and everything, and they are not necessarily your truth. And what you need to do is obviously break out of this mold, break out of your comfort zone. Okay, come out of your comfort zone, because the comfort zone is not doing you any favors. The comfort zone is only keeping you confined and constrained, and whatever restlessness you're feeling, it's because you're not living your truth, you're not living your purpose right now. Okay, so what you need to do is obviously take the help, open up to the people who are close to you, people who you can trust with anything. Okay, the people who are just there, okay, who are your, like, soul sisters and soul brothers. I mean, like, I don't care about the gender, I'm just saying. Okay, so open up to those people, because you will find support there. And what will happen as a result of that is that you'll be able to come out of your own fears, because if you see here, she's not as confined as she thinks she is. Okay, she feels like she's trapped within this circle of swords, but what she doesn't realize is that, first of all, her hands are not tied that, with a sailor's knot or anything. Her hands are tied with a ribbon, and she can just pull her hands apart and the ribbon would come off. Okay, and obviously once her ribbon has come off, she can take off her blindfold, and she has the broom and her witch's hat lying right outside the circle, and she can just hop on the broom and put on the hat and fly out. Okay, also, like, what the cat here is showing her is that there are the swords behind her and around her. She can very gently take her hand, like even if she's not able to pull her hands apart, she can just take them and cut the ribbon off. Okay, like they're there and she can just take their help. She has to do in order to realize that is listen to her inner self, because the cat here in this deck, I read it as your inner guide, your inner self, okay, your intuition. So your intuition is telling you, your intuition is guiding you towards the path which you need to take right now. Okay, so speak to the people who are close to you. Talk to them about your fears or what is making you feel so confined, because when you do, you will see that whatever is keeping you confined is coming off, because you'll receive their help. Okay, they'll help you come out of this, and as a result of this, you're going to come into so much of abundance and prosperity. Okay, you got the 10 of Pentacles. You're going to build a legacy out of it. Whatever this thing is, this is going to be a legacy for you. Okay, like your whole family will be able to be comfortable in this, and you'll be able to live your dream. This will be the ultimate slap on the face of the people who said that you cannot do that, because what the reality is, once you come out of this, once you come out of this position which you have put yourself in right now, and because of whatever society has told you, and because of what you have been told up until this point, you have kept yourself in this position, and as a result of that, you feel that constraint, you feel that restlessness, you feel that anxiety, because someone said once that anxiety is usually because we have this urge to do something, but then we are not doing anything, and it's because of that urge, is why what anxiety is. Once we do that thing, once that energy has been expended, the anxiety goes away, because we know that we have done the thing which we wanted to do. We have lived our truth. So what your spirit guides are telling you is that you need to live your truth, you need to follow your dreams, you need to follow your passions. Okay, then we have animal totem for you, and I don't know what this is with your pile, but like I was just pulling one of this for every other pile, but then you got two. Okay, so you have the beaver spirit. Oh my god, what was I telling you? Lay a solid foundation, of course, and then be here now. Okay, hummingbird spirit, be here now. As you could, I don't know if you've seen a hummingbird, but like okay, if you've seen a hummingbird, you will see that, the hummingbird is the fastest bird in the world. It's also the smallest bird in the world, but it's also the fastest, and it flaps its wings so fast, and the whole time it stands in front of a flower, and it will be floating in the air, and that is sort of like the same energy as the bee, because even they'll be doing zzz around the flower, and they'll extract the nectar, right? And the hummingbird also does the same thing. They will float over a flower and then extract the nectar out of the flower, right? But the thing is, with both these cards, is that the nectar can only be extracted if there is focus there. If you're just zooming from flower to flower and not stopping to get the nectar, you won't be getting that nectar. Okay, so what you need is stability. Okay, you need to be able to believe in your own dreams. Know that whatever you want to do can be done, but what you need to do is put consistent effort behind it. Okay, the bees don't fill a beehive in a day. Okay, they have to be consistent with this. They have to be consistent with the process. Only then the beehive is full. It's the same thing with you. Okay, your dreams can be realized, but you need to tell the universe that you believe that your dreams can become a reality, that you are ready to overcome what society has told you, what your family might have told you, what those people who didn't believe in you might have told you. You're ready to overcome their limitations. You're ready to overcome their limitations. And how do you tell that to the universe? By staying consistent, by making some repeated efforts. Like if you're getting rejected, like let's say you want to be an actress, and then you're trying out for roles and giving auditions and all, and you're getting rejected and rejected and rejected. The point is not whether it's the right track for you or not, because if you feel called to it, it was meant for you. Consistency is the key here. Okay, and that really should be the, I don't know, if you do a word of the month thing, because I do a word of the month thing. So I'm just saying consistency can be a word of the month for you, because you need to be consistent with your efforts. You can't just do one thing. You can't just attend one audition one day and then expect to be chosen the next day, and then, when you're not chosen, be disappointed and then try something totally different. No, you have to keep trying. You have to keep trying until you hit that mark, because you don't want to grow old and then have that regret that you never tried enough. You never pursued your dreams as you would have liked to. So what Spirit is telling you is that you need to pursue your dreams, but at the same time you need to lay a solid foundation. Okay, if your foundation is rotting, if you have not done the homework, things are not going to stick. If you don't know how to act, okay, like let's say you're doing a sad scene, but you are not able to control your emotions, you're not able to control your laughter, and you're laughing instead of when you're supposed to audition for a sad scene. Okay, like they have given you a sad scene, but then you just cannot stop laughing. So obviously you won't be selected, right? Because you need to have better control over that. Lay a solid foundation, do your homework, okay? Because if you have not done your homework, you cannot expect them. They will see through, okay, they will see through your weaknesses, they will see through your pores, and as a result of that, obviously you will be rejected, because there will be other people who would have done their homework, who would be able to enact that scene much better than you if you have not done your homework. Or let's say if you want to become a teacher, but then you're interviewing for a post, or with anything, okay, like you need to try a few times at least before giving up. You cannot just try twice and be like, oh, I guess it's never going to work for me. No, the answer here is consistency for you. Okay, in the month of March, you really have to practice consistency, is what Spirit is telling me. Because with consistency, you will see that you'll be able to realize the dreams of your life. And because you are fated, okay, you are fated to have the fates are telling you that you're going to be famous, is what's coming to my mind. Because look at how sparkly this card is. Okay, this card is so sparkly, so I feel like you'll be a very, no, if fame is what you desire, you'll definitely be able to get that. Or even if it is acclaim, okay, like you have worked so hard in a particular company and you just want some recognition there, you just want to be recognized there for the efforts you have put in and for the hard work which you have done. You can do it, but the thing is, you have to keep believing in yourself. You have to keep believing that with consistency they have to see you, because why not? Okay, and lay a solid foundation at the same time. Because if you have not done your homework, and if you don't know your basics, obviously they'll be able to see through you. So do your homework and be consistent, okay, is the only advice I have for you. Okay, I'm going to finish this reading with, keep yourself grounded. And explore. Maps show what has already been discovered. Go another way. And final card for you. Recharge. There's nothing like a walk on the beach to soothe your soul. Okay, so if you feel like you're trying consistently and failing and not getting the results you want, sometimes we have to let go of that particular scenario. We have to let go for a moment, give ourselves the time to recharge, because if you're dead tired, obviously you won't be able to perform the best. Okay, so take a short while, take a day to recharge your batteries. If you feel drained, you need to keep yourself grounded. As I said, like you cannot go over everywhere. You need to keep yourself grounded, like with the hummingbird and with the bees. Okay, they are not grounded, like they're floating in the air, but at the same time they know what they're there to extract. They know they're there to extract the nectar, and they will be grounded there in the air, right? So that is what I mean by staying grounded in the air. Like you have to try, there has to be the consistency, but at the same time you also have to remain grounded. You have to be focused on what you actually want, because if you're not focused, you're not getting anything. Okay, and explore. Maps show what has already been discovered. Go another way, which is very interesting card. Now What does this mean? So I feel like it's telling you, like, if there is something which you want to do, there is something which you want to do, like obviously it can go and I'm going to tell you both the scenarios. Okay, so if you feel like you are lost, like you are just doing something and it doesn't bring you the joy which you deserve to feel in the profession of your choice, okay, it is telling you, okay, then we have explore. Maps show what has already been discovered, go another way. Isn't that interesting? So what it's telling me is that whatever your thing that is which you would like to really try at, okay, like again, let's go back to the audition. Like everyone can go and give audition for the big labels, right? Like there's so many people and there's already so many established actors who are already doing that thing. Now that doesn't mean that you cannot do that thing. You can do that thing, but also at the same time explore the other avenues. Explore explore the low budget movies, explore the low budget levels. Like they might not be as famous or popular now, but there is no telling how famous or popular they would get. Okay, sign up with some company which is maybe new or which is kind of unexplored or maybe low key, because there is no telling where that thing is going to go, because you really have to keep your options open in that. Because as I was saying, with the consistency, you really have to explore multiple things. Okay, like there has to be that consistency there in trying. Not, I mean, there has to be consistency in trying. And I know it feels like I'm telling two separate things. I don't, it just seemed like that to me. But trying to tell you here is that instead of trying multiple things, instead of trying to sell candles one day and then selling fragrances and then auditioning the next day and not realizing what your passions are and what you would like to do like 10 years down the line, Spirit is asking you to focus on what you would like to do 10, 20 years down the line. If it is a business, what is the product which you would like to sell? Okay, because what what is the product which you would like to sell? Because let's say if you're trying to make some soda, and obviously there are those big labels which have already done this. So what is a new thing which you can bring into this world? What is new which only you can offer? Something which only you can offer, something which has your own touch. So you need to explore those avenues, things which have not been done before. Okay, do not try to copy other people. Explore avenues which have not been explored before. Be real, be you. And be consistent, because what the fates are telling me is that what if, when you realize like this is the thing which you were always meant to do, when you own up to that, when you believe in your dream, you are going to get all the fame and all the success which you desire, because that is fated. Okay, that is what the fates have planned for you. This diamond here, okay, it's not a diamond, this crystal here is ready to be born, but the only thing holding it back is you. Okay, so first you have to focus. You have to focus, because as I was saying about the birthing thing, even during labor, the mother has to focus, right, and push. She can't just push from everywhere. She has to push in a very specific, controlled, focused way. Is the same thing. There has to be that focus. Okay, so that, I know this reading went on for too long. I'm sorry for that. Like, I'll try to keep it concise from the next time, but it's just that it kept coming and coming and coming and coming, and I felt like I just had to put this all out there for you. So I'm sorry for making it so long. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. If you like this video, to give this video a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe for more videos like this. And if you would like to watch some personal tarot content and how I use tarot in my personal development and my personal life, do check out my other personal channel, and will link down in the description below. Okay, and please subscribe if you feel called to do so, and hopefully I'll see you the next time. Bye. Hello my pile 2, and welcome to your reading. So if you pick this pile, then you have the sunstone as your stone and as your crystal, and you have the card of co-create. Okay, it's saying co-create. So the first thing which comes to my mind when I hear the word co-create is that who can you co-create with? Okay, you can definitely collaborate, but it does not say co-collaborate, right? It says co-create. And what's coming to my mind is that it's co-creation with the universe, it's co-creation with the divine, it's co-creation with what is sacred and holy. Okay, you also have the orphan, and this is such a beautiful card to get because as you can see, the hand is reaching up and it has almost reached the flower. Okay, it might feel like the flower is not there. Okay, wow. It might feel like the flower is not there, but the reality is the flower is there, and all you have to do is trust that the flower is there and just reach a bit up, and you will receive the flower. You'll be able to hold the flower, and when you hold the flower, it's not just the flower, it is that source, it is that connection with the source which source is seeking right now. Source is source sources source is cheering you on. Okay, source is waiting for you to connect to it, because the thing is, some things which are meant to come into this world. Okay, there are things which are meant to come to this world, but obviously source cannot just send those things into this world. I mean, source is sending those things into the world, but we are also kind of like materializing the things which source is sending to this world. I don't know if that might make sense or that sounds like quantum shit, but the thing is, source, you're so close to reaching the source. You have almost found it. You have almost found your center. You have almost found the divine spark within you. Okay, all you have to do is keep on doing the thing which you are doing, because so much of abundance and bliss and happiness is going to flow through you and to you and into you and around you. Okay, now what this co okay, if you look at this co-create cards, like there's obviously this cheetah which is sitting on top of this architectural thing. So it is on top. What it's telling me is that right now you're so close to spirit. Okay, again, I'm getting the same vibes from this card as well. Like you are so close to spirit right now, and you're able to channel the wisdom of the spirit. You're able to channel the creativity of the spirit and bring forth into this world. Okay, look at this egg. This has eyes and a mouth and nose. Oh my god, this, I didn't even notice this before. Okay, so what it's telling me is that right now you are at a place where you are able to channel the divine. Okay, you're channeling the divine right now, and that is the energy of the month ahead for you. You're channeling the divine, and whatever you created this time are blessings which are flowing from the divine. Okay, so what you need to do is obviously keep your mind open and create, because know that in creation, when you're creating, you're not creating alone, you're creating with spirit. So this often energy, okay, you might feel scared about your creations, like, oh my god, what if they get rejected? Okay, like if you're a painter or an artist, like obviously every one of us has faced the fears of what our creations are rejected by the public. What if others don't like our creation? What spirit is telling you is that no, regardless of whether, it should not be your concern whether these things are accepted or rejected. Your purpose here, your purpose right now is just to create, because in creation you're giving voice to the divine, you're giving voice to the universe or God, or whoever the higher power is you believe in. It could be giving voice to your own inner self. Okay, so the fear of the thought about acceptance or rejection is a very normal one, and it's okay to have those fears or thoughts, but don't hold yourself back. Don't stop yourself from doing that. Don't stop yourself from creating, because what I have next for you is the Ace of Autumn. And the autumn here in this fairy tarot cards represent the pentacle suit, and so the you have the Ace of Pentacles, and it says a windfall of money, advice, or assistance from others, a very successful project, a happy change in your career. Yay, what was I telling you? Like, okay, do not be afraid that your project or whatever the thing is, your creations might be rejected by others. Because in reality, you are co creating with the universe, and those things are going to bring you so much of fortune and so much of success and recognition and so much of love, because you're not creating those things alone. You might think that you're alone, you might feel that you're alone, you might feel like the orphan, like you have no one to support you or no one to guide you in this realm, because it could be that you're the very first in your family who is doing all those things, okay, who is doing those things. But in reality is that you're not alone. Spirit is co-creating with you. It could be that your ancestors, some of your ancestors also had that urge to create those things, but they couldn't because of the restrictions of their uh, times and what not. Okay, because of those restrictions they couldn't create at that particular time. But you have come here now at this particular time, and you have come here with the purpose of bringing those things forward, because your ancestors, your line has always, your ancestral line has always tried to bring that forth into this world. Like, lots of people have been, okay, and this is a message which I'm getting. People in your family, like a few of you, like, I won't be surprised if you all are artists and singers and poets, or even psychics and tarot readers or clairvoyants, who are here in this pile, okay, who have chosen this pile. Because what it's telling me is that it's a latent talent which maybe you have, and I mean, which obviously you have, and some of your ancestors also had that. It might have skipped generations, but then you are bringing it forward. You are the chosen one of this generation, and they have chosen you, your ancestors. You have been chosen, and you have taken on the mental of bringing this forward, and you have taken the mental of taking this forward and bringing it out into the world. Okay, so when you don't stop yourself, so first of all, you're not alone, because you're being guided by your ancestors, you're being supported by your ancestors, and you're being cheered on by your ancestors. They want you to do this thing because they know that you will attain so much of success, and that is going to heal lines, okay, that is going to heal your ancestral line. Because a lot of them, like in the past, you couldn't just go and read tarot anywhere, okay, if it was tarot, because you would be burned at the stake and called a witch, right? But you can do that now. Now you can go anywhere. Like, we have the freedom in most countries to practice what we want to practice, to be the person who we want to be. And I'm not saying that everyone has that freedom, but you, my dear second pile number two, my dear stars, you have that freedom today, okay? And your ancestors are cheering you on. Your ancestors are saying that yes, you need to create this thing, because it's, you're not just creating for yourself, you're creating for your whole ancestral line. And they're cheering you on because they know you have taken on this mental, and see, you will see this thing to success, okay? You'll get whatever acceptance which they were rejected in the past, and that will not just heal you and restore your confidence, but also heal generations in your family, okay? Okay, then I have more cards for you. Obviously, I have the three or the eight of cups. Yes, walking away from what no longer serves you. Work, deciding that yes, you might have everything which you, okay, it could be even about switching jobs. It could be even about, if it could be about walking away from something which is deemed safe for you, but then that thing doesn't bring you happiness. You know, your true self desires expression, desires freedom, and desires to be elsewhere. So the bird is taking off, the stock is taking off, okay? It's not here at this place because it knows like this place is not going to last forever. It has to go towards the new land. Oh my god, you have the three of wands. I didn't even see, I had it in my hands and I hadn't even taken a look, and you have the three of wands. So that says like it's time you set out on this new journey. And I feel like you have already started this new journey, okay? You're already doing things, you're already doing bits and pieces, and on this journey, and that is so very amazing. Oh my god, my pile too, I'm so excited for you, because you know, this is promise. This is promise. I love when when I see that. Okay, what basically Spirit is telling you is that you're on the right track. Okay, you might have had doubts in your mind because you're in your animal totem. I have the dove spirit for this month, and it says be peace. Okay, so there might have been doubts in your mind. And did you notice? Okay, you got so many, like, oh my god, like all the cards you have, they're all of they all represent movement, some sort of movement. Okay, the bird here is taking off. This dude is ready. He is on his horse and he's ready to take off into the desert. He is on the in this oasis, and he has everything here. Okay, as you might have everything here, but you know that is not enough for you. Okay, you know that you deserve better and you can get better, and that doesn't mean that you don't appreciate where you are where you are at right now, or where you're coming from. You appreciate all that, but you also know that you need to chase your dreams, you need to pursue your dreams, and you need to move forward. Okay, you need to pursue your dreams and see where they take you, because you know deep down that they're going to take you far, and that is the purpose which you came down here with. Okay, and you are meant to chase your purpose. So, and you're meant to set out in the desert. Like, the desert might not look promising because it's a wide desert. So obviously you don't know what's ahead of you. But the thing which you have ahead of you is faith. The thing which is going to take you ahead is your faith, is your confidence in yourself, and your ancestors are also cheering you on, because a lot of them might not have been able to make that move, might not have had the confidence to make that move, to make that shift. Okay, I just realized something, that you have the sunstone, and what I'm like, it has the energy of the sun, right? So this will bring you confidence, this will bring you confidence, and this will bring you the energy and the power, and the power to see your desires through, because what you're desiring is not wrong. Okay, your ancestors want you to know is that what you're desiring right now is not wrong. You might have doubts because, like, obviously where you're at now, it looks safe, it feels safe, like you are there now and you're at a good position, but then you want to take off into a far off land, because you have the spirit within you, you have this urge within you to explore something new, you have this urge within you to explore the new land, to find what lies ahead of you. And because also you feel this pull to exploring this thing, that is why you're ready to set out on the desert, which looks so unpromising, and obviously you're leaving this versus behind you, because the pull is real, the gravity is real. And as you can see, the dove spirit is also has also taken off. That is what I was saying, like, there are all cards of movement. So the dove spirit has also taken off, and it says be peace. Okay, so you might be feeling anxious because obviously you're about to embark on a journey and you're not sure whether the journey is right for you or not. Like, I'm telling you, I resonate so much with this pile. So if you have chosen this pile, do leave me a comment down below, and you can comment with a picture of with the emoji of a bird, so I'll know, like, you picked this pile, and that would mean that you're ready to fly. Fly, my dears. Okay, must fly, my dear pile too. Okay, so what I was saying is that the dove spirit is saying be peace. Like, you might be feeling anxious because there is all this latent energy which is within you. You are ready to get started on this new journey, and you want to get started on this new journey, but then at the same time you feel so confused, you feel so lost, you feel so scared and anxious. Like, is this the right choice? There could also be people in your family, there could also be your friends, some of your friends, or some of the people who are saying, like, but you're at such a nice place, you're at such a good place, why would you even do that? Like, why would you even leave your job and go to a place where you don't know what lies ahead of you, go into a desert, because it's scary? Like, why would you even do that? Like, which sane person would do that? But the pull is real. Okay, so spirit is telling you is that be peace, you don't have to be anxious, you're on the right track, because you also got the Ace of Autumn. This change you're going to embark on, is going to bring much joy, is going to bring much fulfillment to you. Okay, and you are going to, as I said, you are going to mend, you're going to heal your generations. Okay, your of your in your ancestral line, generations will be healed as a result of what you're doing today. You overcoming your fears today is going to heal generations. Okay, they won't have to be afraid of chasing their dreams just because you have chosen to chase your dreams. And because of this shift in reality, because of this change, because of this decision, you have moved your whole ancestral line. Okay, and that's why some of your ancestors are like, yes, like that is what I always wished I could do, but I never had the courage, or I never had the means, or I had never had the opportunities to do those things. And they're cheering you on, and they are so proud of you for having made this choice. It's filling my heart, guys. Okay, I'm just so excited for you. Okay, so we are going to look into, one second, sorry, I was getting a call. So we are going to look into what's coming on your way. Okay, what's coming to you, what is coming to you in the month of March. Okay, that's just pathetic shuffling. I'm going to reshuffle what is coming to you in the month of March. What is coming to you in the month of March. And I do wait for flyaways or strays or something which just sticks out, like totally like this. Yes, this just turned, and I guess we can have this too. You also have the Ace of Wands, so there is that action which is coming out from within you. Okay, there is just action. There is the Magician. Oh my god, I'm so excited for you. Then you have the Hierophant and the Hangman reversed. Oh my god, wow, I love it. Okay, so what you need to know right now is that you have all these energies available to you. Okay, sorry, what you need to know, right, that's what I pull for. No, I pull for what's coming your way. So what's coming your way is the Ace of Wands. Because of this decision, there are new changes, there are new opportunities which are going to open up for you, because you have chosen this path, because you have chosen to embark on this journey and walk this desert. Opportunities are going to open up for you because you have said yes to this adventure. Okay, things are going to open up to you, things are going to clear up for you. And then you have 3 major arcana cards, and oh my god, I can't even emphasize like how amazing the month of March is going to be for you. Okay, so you have the Magician, and the Magician is the card of manifestations. It's about creation. It's also the card of creation. So that goes so well with co-create, because the magician knows that he is one. He has the power of the universe flowing through him. He knows that he can channel the universe and he can create anything and everything which he desires. Okay, he can create his reality, he can shift his reality, because he knows, first of all, the reality he desires is what's needed in this world right now. Okay, his expression is needed in this world right now. So he's creating his reality, and because of this confidence, because of saying yes to this energy, doors are opening up for him. Okay, doors are opening up for him. Even in this Hierophant card, you're connecting to the source. Oh, come on, what was I telling you? You got the Hierophant. You are connecting to the source. You are connected to the source right now. And whatever you're creating, it's not just you creating those things. Trust that you're not alone, as I said before, okay? You're co-creating things right now, and you're co-creating them with the universe, with your higher self, but as well as your ancestors. They're all coming forward and they're helping you create the things which you're creating right now. Okay, and that doesn't mean that they will go away once this particular chapter of your life is over. No, what it means is that they're helping you unlock those parts within you, and the parts which they couldn't unlock within themselves, they're here to help you do that. Okay, they're here to help you. They're guiding you on the road to victory. They're guiding you on the path which you were always meant to take. This is a powerful, like, wow, I love this, okay? And you got the hangman reverse, which means obviously you have whatever confusion you had in your mind, whatever doubt and anxiety you had in your mind, you'll be able to, I love this, you'll be able to get your thoughts clear. Okay, you'll be able to get your thoughts clear, and you'll be able to clear out the anxiety which is happening in your life right now. Okay, you'll be able to concentrate, you'll be able to focus on the thing which you want to create, you'll be able to focus on your vision. And because when you focus on your vision, the thing will actually materialize for you. Okay, when the doubts go away, when your doubts fall away, things start happening for you. Now we're going to pull a few more cards for what you need to know right now, and we'll see what you need to know right now, what spirit wants to tell pile group 2 right now. What spirit messages from spirit for pile 2? Okay, I'm feeling this. Oh, this and this. Oh my god, wow. Love, love, love. Okay, first of all, you have the Fool. Again, I don't know if you know basic about tarot, then you know that the Fool is the card of new beginnings. The Fool is the card of new beginnings, of you embarking on new journey. And okay, so I just had this feeling that I want to see what's at the bottom of the deck, and you have the Ace of Cups. Okay, so at this point you got 3 aces, and I would say like that is pretty damn fantastic. I'm going to put it here because obviously, and then oh my god, the World. I love that. Okay, anyway, as I was saying, so we'll keep all the 4 cards for you because, well, I was called by the cards. So obviously what you need to know right now is that you need to embark on this new journey. Okay, you're embarking on a new journey. The old journey is over. It's time for you to start a new journey, and when you do, as I said, your ancestors are actually blessing you on this path. A lot of healing and a lot of love and fulfillment is going to flow to you as a result of this choice which you have made. Okay, as a result of this new journey which you're setting out on, you know this is a new journey which you need to set out on, because wherever you are at right now, it's not enough, it's not fulfilling enough, and this is not enough for you. Okay, and you have already made this choice. I feel like you already made the choice to follow your heart, because as I said, like even in the 3 of Wands, you're ready to move out into the desert. You know it's a desert and it looks unpromising, but at the same time you know that you need to make this journey in order to reach, because you cannot achieve your dreams where you are at right now, even though it might be all great and amazing. You know you need to make the journey in order to see your dreams realized. Your dreams are not just what everyone else has dreamed. You are embarking on this new dream, and as a result of that, you have moved out of the cycle which you are going in. Like our life moves in cycles. Okay, the cycles get repeated, and based on the decisions which we make, based on the choices which we make, the cycles either get repeated or the cycles change. So right now what's happening for you is that a cycle is changing because you have made a new decision. So your life is no longer going to be the same. Your life is going to start moving in a new direction, and it is going to bring you so much of joy and happiness and bliss. Now obviously, and I don't want to give you any false promises or make you any false promises or give you any false hopes and say that, oh, it's all going to be rosy and amazing, because it's not. There will be ups and downs, but what is amazing is that you'll be following the path of your dreams, and you'll be following the path of your dreams, and you will be living your own authentic truth. And there can be nothing more mesmerizing, and there can be nothing more attractive than that. Okay, and we are going to pull 3 more cards for you. So we already have the card of listen. The secrets of the sea become apparent when we listen to the sound within the shells. What does it tell you? Okay, listen to the spirit, keep yourself grounded. Even pile 1 got this card. Oh my god, I feel like a few of the pile 1s might have come to you with this reading. Oh my god, I love it. Okay, sorry, that was just excitement on my part. So first of all, listen. The secrets of the sea become apparent when we listen to the sound within the shells. Oops, sorry. Yeah, Okay, so what it's telling you is that your inner voice, your intuition becomes so clear, and you will get such clear guidance from your guides and from your ancestors when you listen carefully. So sometimes obviously you're feeling anxious and you are not able to listen clearly, but what spirit is telling you is that you need to quiet down your mind. You need to quiet down your mind and listen to what spirit is telling you. Focus within yourself, because the answer that you're seeking lies within you. You already know the path which you need to take, and you know you are on the right track. So the anxiety is because you're questioning whether that's the right track or not. Because from this reading, I think it's more than clear that you are absolutely on the right track. Okay, keep yourself grounded. Just because you are making this change doesn't mean that you will be impractical about it. Make all the practical decisions which a person can make. Like, obviously, if you're switching jobs, okay, and the new job doesn't have, or it could be like the new passion. As I said, there's a desert in front of you. You don't know when's the next time you'll be able to earn as much as you're earning right now. But the answer is obviously not. Obviously not pursuing your dreams. The answer is keep yourself grounded. Make some provisions for what if, like, you don't start earning some amount within, this much. So, like, have some provisions ready, because just in case the things take a little longer, then so that then you'll be able to be like, yeah, it's okay, and you won't be able to feel, and you won't be feeling the pressure. So have a security blanket if possible. If not, take the helm. Be in control of your own ship. You are in control of your own ship. Don't let anyone else or what anyone else says take control of your life. You are in control of your life, and you have to listen to your inner spirit. You have to listen to your intuition. You have to listen to what you feel within you. You have to listen to your inner voice and take the helm. But at the same time, keep yourself grounded. See what you can do, and don't be too callous about it. Like, yes, things are going to work out, because there is abundance which is flowing into you, there are opportunities which are flowing into you, and there is so much of bliss and happiness which is going to come into your life. But again, at the same time, I see them materializing very fast, to be honest. But at the same time, what spirit is telling is that you don't have to be too haughty about it. Be grounded, be confident, be secure, be happy, but at the same time, don't be too arrogant about it, because obviously spirit does not like arrogance. Okay, so keep yourself grounded, take control of your helm, and listen to your inner voice, listen to your spirits. Okay, so that was it for your reading. If you like this video, do give this video a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe for more videos like this. And if you would like to see how I use tarot in my personal journey, then I do have a personal tarot channel which will be linked down in the description below. And so, yeah, I'll see you the next time. Bye. Hello, my group 3, and welcome to your reading. So if you chose the spile, or if you chose this crystal, then you have the blue lace agate as the crystal, and you have your oracle card says chop wood. Isn't that hilarious? Okay, before we delve more into this, let me get into a few more of your cards, because I'm getting a very distinct message when it comes to this card. But before that, let's see the rest of your cards. Okay, so you have the mentor, and actually I'm going to pull your tarot cards right now, because I just feel called to do so. I went over with the rest of the piles. I went over the oracles first, but for you, I feel like you need to know what you need to know right now, and that is what I need to pull out first. Okay, I'm just being called to do this, so I'm going to follow my instincts and go ahead and pull your tarot cards. Okay, so what does pile 3 need to know right now? What does pile 3 need to know right now? Okay. Oh, isn't this lovely? Okay, you have the King of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords. Oh, Two of Wands. Nice. Okay, I'm loving this. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to pull another card. I don't know, I just feel like another card wants to come out. So I'm to go. Wait. Yeah, I feel this. Yes, okay. Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. All right. So the first message which came to my mind when I saw chop wood was that you need to incorporate some physical activity in your life right now. Okay? And there is this thing about expressing gratitude for what you have in the here and the now. What I see happening for you is that you're envisioning your future. Right now you're mapping out your future. Okay? You're at a place where you're mapping out your future, and it feels like your purpose has become just so clear to you right now. Your purpose has become so clear to you, and you can actually envision your future. You are feeling you have this Ten of Cups which is waiting for you, and you have the King of Pentacles which is also waiting for you. The future that you envision, just because your projection, just because you're envisioning, you are so connected to the source right now that you are actually envisioning a future which holds Ten of Cups, which is bliss, which is happiness, which is having everything that you need. Okay, all the important things that you need for your happiness, emotional well-being and mental well-being, there with you, and also having the prosperity. And it's like when you have the people who mean the most to you, okay, when you have your family which means the most to you, you have that ideal family and everyone is just so happy, and it's like you are cracking the code on how to live a blissful happy life. You have cracked the code. Okay, and that lies in your future, and you're going to quite literally what this card looks like, the you're going to have everything that you desire. All your desires are going to be there. All that you desire, all that you are envisioning right now, from this at from where you are at today, all that you are going to have all that and much more. Okay, whatever you can envision, you're going to get that, and you're going to get much more, because whatever you're envisioning is actually quite on track. That falls into alignment with the vision that universe has for you. Okay, you are meant to be the mentor, and maybe you have recognized that. You have recognized that you are meant to be the mentor, that you are meant to bring this talent of yours out to the public, or you're just meant to bring something new into this world, and you recognize your own potential, you recognize your own role in that right now. Okay, you have recognized that, and you are ready to own that. You're ready to own that part of yourself where you are like, yes, I'm ready to teach people, I'm ready to give people the skills which they need to live life in the blissful manner, because you have cracked the code. Okay, you have cracked the code. If you're manifesting, your manifestations are coming in so fast. Okay, one second. The neighbor's dogs are going crazy, so I'm just going to pause for a bit and hope that they quiet down. Okay, seems unlikely since it's quite late at night when I'm filming this, and I feel like whenever I'm doing this, whenever I'm recording these videos, there's always the dogs which are barking behind. There's always this one pile or two piles where the dogs just cannot stop barking. Okay, but interestingly, that again aligns with the message, which is why I was like, okay, fine, let them bark, because it seems unlikely that they will stop anytime soon. So it feels like you have cracked the code. Okay, I was there. Yeah, you have cracked the code on how to live an aligned life. You know how to live an aligned life, and it's like you have almost cracked the code on how to live that aligned life. You know what was the path which lies ahead of you, and you're quite eager to start that journey. You're quite eager to venture out into that journey. You're very eager and you're restless to start on that journey, and at the same time, you know that you need to focus. You know that what you need is focus, patience, and you need to plan out the entire thing. Okay, but at the same time, there is this impatience which is coming in, because this is the life which you are meant to live. Okay, this is the life you're meant to have, and since you have had that vision, since you have envisioned that, obviously it has become so much more difficult for you to be where you are right now. Okay, so it's almost like you just want to fly out of the situation into the future where you can be this amazing mentor, and where you can live that life which is aligned to your soul purpose, and you can just be the amazing self that you are always meant to be, where you can take power and where you can take leadership. Yeah. You also have the Queen of Wands. So I was again called to pull the top card from this deck. So, and obviously Queen of Wands, because as I said, like, you are envisioning and you know the future that you want to create and the future that you're meant to have. Okay, and that you deserve that future, okay. There is that ownership which is coming, and the vision has become so clear to you. But as I said, at the same time, because you have visioned that, because you have seen that, it's almost like you have had a glimpse of the future, and you can see yourself in this scene where you're surrounded by your loved ones and you have everything that you can need and want. So you have every single thing which can make you happy and prosperous and abundant and thankful. There's so much of gratitude which is flowing out of you in this particular scene. And even here, because you have sown, you have the seeds you have sown, they have this seeds which you have sown as a Queen of Wands, they have harvested, they have come out, and they have given you so much more than you could have ever envisioned. So what Spirit wants you to know, that if you're having doubts about this future, if you can actually have this future or not, or if this is just a dream on your behalf, then Spirit wants you to know that no, this was in fact a glimpse which Spirit gave to you. This seed was in fact planted by Spirit in your mind, because this is, and they actually chose to give you this vision of the future because you asked for it, you asked them for it, consciously or subconsciously. But I feel like for a lot of you it was a conscious asking, like you asked the universe, like, yes, please guide me, and then universe has given you that vision. Okay, but at the same time I feel like there is a lot of impatience which this is bringing in, because you had that glimpse of the future. So obviously that is bringing in a lot of confusion and doubt, like, okay, but then if I'm meant to live this amazing life, why am I still stuck here? So that is bringing along with it the feeling of being stuck in this present situation. Okay, and that is actually making you impatient, and maybe you are staying up till early in the morning and falling asleep. So like your sleeping pattern is totally gone bonkers, and you do not sleep at a good time. So obviously you're waking up late, and then as a result of that, it's actually meddling with this ideal life which you're envisioning yourself to have, which you are actually meant to have, because there is this inner doubt, there is this inner confusion, and there is this inner conflict which is happening within you. What Spirit wants you to know is that calm down. Okay, you are going to have all that you desire and all that you can dream of. You're going to have every single thing, and you are going to be this amazing mentor, and you're obviously going to fly out of the situation. But the thing which you have to do is, first you have to be in the here and now. You cannot live in the future. First you have to take ownership of the present and see what are the things which are around you, and feel great gratitude for whatever you have around you today, for whatever plenty you have around you today, which is why you got the card of chop wood. And I had a chuckle. I had to suppress a chuckle when I saw this card, because I feel like this is also kind of my pile, because chop wood. Okay, I have been very lazy of this late. Okay, I mean, like, I want to film these videos, and then I felt sick, so I couldn't record the videos because my voice was gone. And so obviously I'm running behind schedule, and tomorrow is the 1st of March, and I'm recording these videos today, and hopefully I'll be able to edit and put them out tomorrow. Now I don't edit my videos much, so I am guessing I'll be able to put them out tomorrow. But you understand the conundrum. There is the same confusion, that is the same restlessness which you're feeling. So as a result of that, like, this is midnight, and I'm filming the videos now because I just want them to be out. Okay, I feel like there is so much which I have to give to this world. There is so much which I want to express, but at the same time I don't have sufficient time to do everything which I want to do. Okay, so what Spirit is telling me is that we need to calm down. Okay, focus on the present. What is that one thing which you can do today? What is that one thing which we can do today? And I feel like one of the first things that we need to do is, number one, chop wood. And now obviously it doesn't mean that you go and chop down a tree. No, it doesn't mean that. What Spirit is telling you is that first we need to focus in the here and then now. Okay, first we need to focus on the here and the now, and we need to do some of the things which we actually have to do. Okay, I feel like there is a lot of energy which is contained within you, and maybe you're feeling a lot of restlessness and a lot of discomfort around your back or your thighs or knees or joints. Okay, I feel like, and that is because of this restlessness, that is because of the energy which you have stored up in your body, and that energy has not found an outlet. So as a result of that, you're also staying up till late at night and you're not able to sleep. So it's almost like you've become an insomniac. Or even when, like, come on, you also got the owl, and obviously owls are the creature of the night, right? So so it's almost like you're not able to sleep at night, but then in the morning you're waking up later than you would like to, and you're not able to execute the plans, execute the daily routines as you would like to. So what spirit wants you to do right now is in bring some physical activity into your life. Okay, bring some physical activity in your life. What that will do is take out some of that pent up energy, and with that you'll be able to calm down, because the anxiety which you're feeling is because you feel like you're not able to do all the things which you want to do right now, and because of time crunch, or because of whatever short I don't know what's the word, because of time crunch or whatever blockages come in the way. Okay, whatever is happening, and there's just this time crunch. I feel like you feel like there is no time, and you just have to start living this life now. But what spirit wants you to do is calm down, focus on the here and the now today, and focus on doing one tiny thing at a time. Like, do that one thing which you can do today. Obviously you cannot do the whole thing like in one day. You cannot build a city in one day. You cannot do that. You cannot build your dream life in one day. But what you can do is plant one seed a day, and if you're planting that one seed every single day, in the future you're going to have a kingdom which is giving you this great harvest. And but obviously you have to do that during the when it's season. Okay, and I feel like right now, it being the spring season, and like the ground is just breaking open. Okay, the ground is just breaking open, and it's it's ready to take in the seeds which you are willing to plant right now. So whatever seeds you plant right now, they're going to be harvested. So this is a great time for manifestations. Okay, so put your seeds in, and whatever you plant is going to grow. But also, you have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of your own body. You have to take care of your own routine, and you have to indulge in the mundane in order to live this extraordinary life. Because what is happening is, because you want to skip ahead to that extraordinary life, you're not living in the mundane, and as a result of that, that is also creating this block within your body, within your time, and within your reality. Okay, but once when you realize that no, things can actually shift, and you can do one thing at a time instead of building this whole empire in one day, which I know you would love to, but things don't happen that way. Right now, what spirit wants you to know is that you need to take time. You cannot take shortcuts to this, and you cannot run ahead to this. You have to take one tiny step at a time, and have faith that with time you're going to fly out of the situation. And the thing is, you have already flown out of the situation. There is no situation. Whatever situation is being we are feeling stuck in right now is one of your own creation. Okay, now I know that might sound a little insensitive to some people, but that's what spirit wants you to know, that the situation you feel stuck in, the situation is no longer holding you back. The only thing which is holding you back is you and all the pent up energy in your body. So bring some physical activities. Okay, do some mundane work in your everyday life, and then you'll be able to live that epic life. Like cook a meal, or just clean your room for a change. Clean your room, organize some stuff. Like do whatever is that one thing which calms you down. Okay, like for me it's cooking. Whenever I cook, I feel relaxed, so maybe that's what I need to do. So get involved in the mundane of everyday life. Okay, so with that, I'm finally going to take a look at your other cards which I had pulled. So you have the priestess. Obviously, like, that divine intuition, that divine guidance is flowing into you, and that divine guidance, you are the priestess, and Oh my god, you got the King of Coins again, and this is obviously the King of Pentacles again in this suit. And this is the overarching energy of the month ahead. So you are already the King of Cups and you're already the Priestess. But what you need to do is obviously calm down. You need to be able to remove the blocks. And in order to remove the blocks, you have to remove that built up energy, that pent up energy in your within your own body, that which is why I'm getting this message of movement, that you need to bring some movement in your life. All you, let's say you are trying to build a website, but then for building that website you are just sitting and working on your computer like the whole day long. What is happening as a result of that is again backache, which I'm feeling right now. So yeah, backache and all that. So but that backache is just a reflection of your body not being able to flush that energy out. Okay, so for that you need to maybe do some back exercises, and once you do the stretching, but yeah, be careful, consult your doctor if you have some physical issues. If you have, if your doctor has advised you against rigorous physical activities, consult your doctor, consult your physician before doing anything too hectic. But you need to bring some movement into your life. Okay, for some of you it could also be that you're recovering from a particular phase of your life. You're recovering from an illness, which again is my case. Oh my god, I feel like this file is literally me. I'm just doing a reading for myself. Let me know if you picked this pile in the comments down below. Okay, leave a comment down below and let me know that you picked pile 3. Anyway, so you're aligned. You're aligned and you are in charge, but all you have to do is obviously again flush that energy out. Then you have the dragonfly spirit, and what does the dragonfly do? It flies, right? Like the dragonfly is one of my spirit animals. I love seeing, whenever I see a dragonfly, I take that as a sign. Like with butterflies, dragonflies are right up the alley, and dragonflies are even rarer for me. I feel like whenever I see a dragonfly, it's a sign from the spirit that I'm on the right track. It's a confirmation from the spirit that I'm on the right track. And this card says that truth transcends illusion, and this is your animal totem for the month of March, or the month ahead if you are watching this reading later after March, because this readings are timeless. That's how the reading has been programmed. Also, if you know about the dragonfly spirit, the dragonfly actually is born, the larvae is actually born, lava is actually born in the water, and then as it grows, it comes out of the water and it flies. Okay, so the eggs are hatched in the water and the insect flies out of the water when it matures. So this whole thing, like the dragonfly is a symbol of immense transformation, and that is something which you are going through right now. But in order to channel that energy properly, the energy which is flowing into your life right now, what you need to do is again also get involved in the mundane. Because if you are not acquainted, if you're not comfortable with your surroundings, then what you're projecting to the universe is that you're not comfortable. Then the future that which you are trying to bring into your life, which you're trying to be in, and the future is coming. Okay, regardless of that, regardless of regardless of whether you do work out or not, the future that you have envisioned, the future is coming, the future is here. Okay, sorry, that was a nasty bop. Anyway, so as I was saying, the future is here. The future, you are going to be living that dream, you're going to be living that life. But for that, first you need to live a little more in the present instead of being focused totally on the future. Do what you need to do today. Pay those electricity bills, because if the electricity is cut, right, then you won't be able to pay the bill. I mean, like electricity is cut, then you won't be able to work on that website which you are working on. And also, as I said, like you're going through this transformation, and transformations are not easy. Transformations are magnificent. Okay, transformations are magnificent, but also at the same time they're hecka painful. Okay, whoever goes through the transformation, only they'll be able to tell you like, oh my god, it was difficult, it was very, very challenging. But what it gives you strength, physical activity, doing what needs to be done, acknowledging what needs to be done, and those little tiny steps, those baby steps actually take you forward towards the path of alignment, and towards getting that life of your dreams, and toward the transformation which you are which you know is coming to you, which is here. Then you also have the Princess of Summer, gentle, sensitive, kind, inexperienced, a new relationship or emotional experience, invitations to social events, a compassionate friend you can share your concerns with. Okay, so I feel like this is a person in your life. It is less you and it is more a friend, probably. And I feel like there is someone in your life who actually wants to take you outside, but then you're always working on that future which you want to create. So they miss you. Okay, so you might be actually avoiding people because you feel like, because you are working on your future, so you're like, no, I cannot go out and hang out and chill with you all. But what spirit is telling you is that sometimes you need to also go and socialize. You need to channel all those stuck energies out. Okay, the whatever energies which are stuck here right now, you need to flush them out, and in order to do that, you need to venture out. You need to venture out and you need to find that breather. You need to socialize, you need to connect with other people, because who can be a mentor, right? Like, you can only be a mentor to other people. So in order to be a mentor, you need to socialize. So start socializing. You don't have to do it every single day, but do it once a week. Okay, like, don't stay what was the word again? Oh my god. Like, don't stay cooped up in your room and working on your projects and everything. Like, it's okay, obviously you have to invest time behind your dreams and you have to work on that, because things don't get done otherwise. But at the same time, okay, see, I mean, like, yeah, you need to also focus on what's there right now. Chop wood, indulge also in what doesn't feel that meaningful to you. But when you open up to the people in your life, what happens is that more better things come into your life, and also you'll be able to flush out some of those emotions you which is holding you back. Okay, so I also feel like this person is actually waiting for you to open up to them, but it feels like you are just too focused on doing your thing, doing your work. So go and open up. Like, there is this great friend who will only support you and cheer you on. You don't have to be like, feel like nobody's going to support you, because this friend is there in order to support you. Now we are going to see what's coming your way. Okay, what is coming your way? I feel like oh my god, King of Pentacles again. Like, guys, you guys are going to get a glow up and I mean, like, okay, like, I feel like the changes which you are going to make in the month of March or the month ahead, that is going to bring you so much abundance and bliss. Also, March feels like a very promising month for you. Like, if you have already started putting yourself out there, you are finally being noticed. People are finally noticing you for who you are, that you are the mentor, and they're finally coming up to you. So you feel like your purpose is getting fulfilled. Like, wow, what else do you have? The Seven of Cups. So you have choices. You will have choices to make. And I feel like it's more about which dream do I want to work on right now. And it's amazing because you are in this flow, you are in this energy where only the best is coming to you. Okay, and you also got this Five of Swords reverse, so which means, like, what is coming to you is that actually all the worries, when you get involved, when you actually execute the advice, when you take the advice which has been given here in this reading, and you start acknowledging the present and the people who are there in your present life, when you start appreciating them and expressing your gratitude to them and giving your all to the present mundane activities which you have to do, like, as well, experience matters. You cannot be the King of Pentacles overnight. So first you have to be the Page of Pentacles, and you have to be actually wise and also at the same time present with the seeds which you are planting right now. Because when you plant the seed, even in the mundane, okay, like, let's say you're just cleaning your cleaning a chimney or something, okay, or let's say you're just cleaning your room or cleaning your closet, and then you're taking a look at the clothes, and then you're projecting that ideal life for you, then you're envisioning the ideal you, and you're thinking like, okay, like, what other clothes which I would wear when I'm there, like, how would I show up as? I won't show up as this person, I would show up as that person. And then you're taking out all the clothes which doesn't make you feel like that King of Pentacles. You're taking up all the clothes which makes you feel like, no, this feels like not the future which I would envision for me. This doesn't feel like the person who I want to be. So you take out the clothes which no longer feel authentic to you, and you only keep the things which feels authentic to you and which makes sense to you right now. And when you are being so focused in your present, okay, the message which you're sending to the universe is that yes, I'm ready to be that person. When you're dressing up, when you are showing up as a person who you would want to be in the future, as a King of Pentacles who has this abundance bliss, who is prosperous, when you're feeling prosperous in the present and you're sending gratitude to the universe that yes, universe, thank you so much for giving me all the abundance which you have given me today. I know I'm only able to do the things which I'm able to do today because of your because of your blessings, and I'm so grateful for that. When you express that gratitude to the universe, what happens is that you also got the moon reversed. Okay, you also got the moon reversed, and what it means that the limitations which were holding you back, they're actually falling away. The things which you thought are stopping you, that they actually melt away like illusion. I think you got the word illusion even somewhere else, I don't remember. Oh yeah, the dragonfly spirit. Truth transcends illusion. So whatever was holding you back, that thing is stopping to hold you back, and you're able to fly. Like, see, even in the moon card, it looks like she's flying. She's flying. Okay, there's a moon, and then she's above the moon. She's not below the moon, she's above the moon, she's over the moon. Okay, and that is the future which is coming to you. This is so amazing, and that is because of the choices which you make today. And you're only going to choose right because, well, you have seen that vision and you are ready to be that mentor. Okay, so I have some final guidance card for you from the same melodies. Let's see what guidance is coming up for you. You have guidance. Find safety in your beacon's light. Interesting. So I feel like this is saying that you already know the truth. Yeah. Strength, stay afloat and feel steady and calm. And this showing up under the dragonfly, like, what are the chances, right? Like, the dragonfly, even though it hatches in the water, it flies out of the water, right? So stay afloat and feel steady and calm, because when you're not beating around in the water, you don't drown. Okay, you actually learn how to float, you actually learn how to swim. But if you're panicking when you're water and you're just splashing water all around, obviously you start drowning. But what you need to do right now is feel confident and get that light which you have seen from within you, because that is actually your guiding light. Okay, and we'll see. Okay, can I get another final card for pile 3? You have perseverance, stay the course. You are on the course, okay? You are on the course. You have seen the course. You are on the course. You're on the correct, right path. Do not second guess yourself. Do not question yourself, because you're on the path. There is no doubt. There is no confusion. Take it as the confirmation from the universe that yes, you are on the correct path, regardless of what anyone says, regardless of what you feel. Okay, you are on the correct path. So stay true to yourself, keep persevering, stay on course, because you are facing your north, you are facing your true north, and you are heading there. You might not be able to see this today, but it will be there in your present tomorrow. But for now, you also have to focus on the present, because if you're not steering the ship properly, then you might actually crash against an iceberg. And we all know the story of the Titanic. So obviously we don't want to sink. We want to stay afloat. We want to stay afloat. So have faith. Keep holding that faith which you saw. You saw the light which you were meant to follow. Keep following that light which you saw, because you are on course, you are on track. Okay, so that was it for your reading pile 3. If you like this video, do give this video a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe for more videos like this. And I'll see you the next time. And if you would like to learn tarot, then, or just if you are curious on how I use tarot in my day-to-day practice, then I have another personal channel where I share my journey with tarot, and I also share unboxings and flip throughs and first impressions and deep dives and so much more in that channel. So you can check that out if you want to learn, if you want to know how I use tarot in my day-to-day life for self-development. Okay, so yeah, I'll see you the next time. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you. Hello, my pile 4, and welcome to your reading. So if you chose this pile, or if you chose the cat's eye, then this is your pile. So you have the fork in the road, and what it's telling me is obviously that you have a choice to make. You have a choice to make, okay? And Spirit couldn't be clearer. Now I'm going to pull the tarot cards again. First, like with the first two piles, I actually did the oracle cards first, but then for pile 3 I was called to pull the tarot cards first. So I'm going to do the same with you. So we will see what you need to know right now. What is it that pile 4 needs to know right now? Okay, what does pile 4 need to know right now? What does pile 4 need to know right now? Okay, I feel like 2 more cards. What does pile 4 need to know right now? And you'll know why I laughed. Okay, great. So we have 5 cards. So first we have the 7 of cups. And again, I mean, if the picture couldn't be clearer, this lady is at a shop and she has this much pennies to invest or this much gold to invest, and she can choose only one or two of these cups because she cannot afford it all. She cannot choose all 7 cups. Okay, and based on what she chooses right now, the next phase of her life will happen accordingly. Okay, it kind of reminds me of the judgment card from the traditional tarot deck, where it's about the choice, like what choice you make today is obviously going to echo out and send vibrations to the universe. Like, I'm sorry, English is not my first language, so sometimes I blunder and I fumble. I'm sorry, but yeah, what I mean to say is that the choices which you make today will obviously determine your tomorrow. Oh, okay, interesting. Okay, so you have the 7 of cups, and as I said, like, there is some choice which you need to make, and that choice thing is coming up again and again. First you got the card of the fork in the road, which means that right now you are at this transition phase of your life where you have to make a choice, whether you head towards, whether you take the road on the right or whether you take the road on the left, whether you take what you think is safe or whether you take a chance. Okay, so there is this choice which you will have to make. Okay, and as you can see, even here the same choice thing showed up with the Page of Pentacles. Like, he has a map and he's tossing a coin to choose which direction he goes in the future. There are 2 directions, obviously, one to his left and the other which is behind him. Okay, and he's facing forward. So which direction does he want to go? And he's tossing a coin to determine that. But what Spirit wants you to know is that you shouldn't be making the decision with a flip of a coin. Well, maybe you can. There is nothing wrong with that if you can't make a decision and you flip a coin, but at the same time, Spirit is asking you to take ownership, to take charge of the choices which you are making. You need to be mindful about the choice you are making, because whatever choice you make today, your future is going to be a reflection of that choice. Okay, so no pressure. But no, seriously, no pressure, because what Spirit again wants you to know is that you're only ever going to make the right choice. Okay, affirm. Like, if you are having doubt, if you're having confusion, if you're feeling confused about this thing, then Spirit wants to tell you that you can never choose wrong. As I say in the introduction of all my videos, is that you can never choose wrong. So trust in the choice which you're making. The choice you're making is the choice which was always meant for you. And if you're still having doubts, obviously you can always affirm that I always make the right choice. I'm making the right choice. I know which path I need to take, and I am making the right choice. I made the right choice. I'm making the right choice. Okay, so affirm that before you can make that choice. But also, do not make the choice out of fear or out of discomfort, because if you are making a choice out of fear because you are afraid that if you make the other choice, even though you might want to make the other choice, Just because you feel that is safe, it might not be so. There might be a turbulence tomorrow if that is not the choice which you wanted to make. Okay, so what spirit wants you to know is that first you have to see the choices which you need to make. You cannot ignore the choices which lie ahead of you. Okay, you cannot ignore the choices which lie ahead of you, because okay, it's interesting because what's coming to my mind here is that it could be that you have a few choices. Maybe you have three choices which you can make right now. Okay, you have three directions which you can go in right now. But what spirit wants you to know is that there is another fourth choice. There is another choice which is actually divine, which is actually being sent by the universe. And maybe you're not seeing that yet. Okay, and in order to see that, first you need to let go of the fears. First you need to let go of the blindfolds which are keeping you blind and which are keeping you caged. First you need to face your fears and have the confidence that no matter what, regardless of where you are in your life, the choices are only going to be right. Okay, and even if you make a difficult choice and you feel like that is not the choice which you are meant to make, you can always choose tomorrow. Okay, like choices never go out of rotation. The only thing which is stopping us from going back and redoing our choice is ourselves, because we feel like the universe would mock us and like the people in our life is going to mock us and all that. But obviously, like if you have like two job offers and then you choose job one, like let's say company A and not company B, obviously company B is going to go ahead and hire someone else to take that place. So again, at the same time, basically the message which spirit wants you to have, which spirit wants to give you, is that the choice which you make, it has to come from within you. Do not make the choice out of fear, out of obligation, or because you feel like that's the choice which you need to make. Because I feel like there is another choice which you would like to make, but then you are afraid that if you make this choice, things are going to muck up. Okay, or you're going to royally f up everything. So have faith. Have faith. Okay, let us take a look at your oracle cards or the other cards which I had drawn. You have the Six of Cups, so there is that growth which is involved. We have the Empress, so nurturing, and the Sword. Okay, I love it. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, so again, as you see with the Sword, there is again two sides, right? There is, let's say if you have to, like in the olden days, like when there were wars fought, obviously there was always that choice, like do you go attack in the dark where you might be able to catch your enemy off guard, or do you do what is honorable and attack them in the day time? And that is a choice which you need to make. So again, if you see, like again, this card looks like it has been split into four, and well, I don't know, maybe you have four choices in front of you. But what spirit wants to tell you is that you're no longer the child that you were. Okay, you're no longer your past. You're no longer the helpless child that you were. Now actually you are much stronger. Now you are a grown-up person and you can redo the mistakes. Okay, just because you made some mistakes in the past and you maybe failed in the choices, or you feel like you failed or didn't do justice to the choices, just because that happened in your past doesn't mean that the past is going to repeat itself. Okay, just because it didn't work in your past doesn't mean that it's not going to work in the present. And oh my god, there are again 4 stars on her crown. So I don't know, do you have four choices? Let me know if you have four choices ahead of you. This is so freaking interesting, because again I took a look at this and you see the swords here. They again, it looks like they have divided this thing into four parts, right? So again, four choices. Which cube do you choose? Which triangle do you choose? Damn. Okay, I'm so very interested to know what this pile is up to. But yeah, the message for you is that you're no longer the child that you once were. You are now a grown-up person. You are an adult, and you can act. Just because you weren't able to do certain things in the past doesn't mean that you won't be able to do the same things in the future or now. in your present. Because what is actually happening is that when you take the choice which you would have loved to make in the past, before you messed all that up, or before all those experiences, that is the choice your inner child wants to make. So first you have to let your inner child choose what is the choice which your inner child would make. Okay, and make that choice, because based on that the healing would happen. Okay, and you have to do yourself the justice. You have to give yourself the chance of a renewal. Okay, you have to give yourself the chance to redo the things which you were not able to do. Just because something didn't work doesn't mean that it's not going to work, because it is going to work. Okay, you have the Ace of Pentacles, so you already know the path, the choice which you need to make, and you know the choice which you need to make and the choice which you want to make. But there are fears associated with making that choice. Maybe it involves flying solo, or maybe it involves going in a particular direction which didn't work for you before, or which didn't work for your family, or whatever. But what spirit wants you to know is that you have to take the choice which your heart craves. You have to make the choice which comes from your heart, because when you make that choice which comes from your heart, what actually happens is that the King of Spring, a financial windfall, your leadership skills are needed now, and an unexpected supporter to your cause. You will find support in unexpected places. Okay, you will find support in unexpected places, and that can only happen when you are making the choice which your heart wants to make, because you are being called to go down that path for a reason. Your heart is calling to you for a reason, because you're meant to show up as a leader there. And when you show up as a leader there, you might feel alone, but you are going to find support from the most unexpected people in your life. Maybe your father, who always looked down upon you, will be like, "Huh, finally you made a choice which makes me proud of you. Finally you did something." Okay, you find supporter in the most unexpected places, because you are making the choice from your heart. Because when you make the choice of your heart from your heart, you're actually going to be living your truth. And the dear spirit says, bring a gentle touch. You know what this is telling me is that the choice which you need to make right now, it feels scary, because your inner child has been hurt in the past, which obviously is what has kind of been the theme of this reading, right? So you really need to be very gentle with yourself. Right now is not the time to go head head first into something. You have to bring the gentleness into that dealing with yourself. Don't push yourself, because your fears are very much valid. Your fears are very much valid, okay? But at the same time, what spirit wants you to know, that while you might feel like the deer who might not be able to you know take on a larger prey, like say a tiger. 1 second, I need to stand up because my back. Okay, so I'm standing up because my back was hurting. So yeah, what I feel like is that you might feel like the deer. All right, you might feel like the deer who flees, or looking out for danger, being aware, like, is there a prey which is chasing me? Is there a prey which is around me? Because if you think about the deer in the jungle, like, even when it's gone off, it's grazing or it's drinking water somewhere, it is always alert. It's always standing with that alertness, okay? And you might feel like you have to go through life with that alertness. You might feel like you might have to go through life with that alertness, because in the past you have been wounded, because in the past you have been hurt in those very places. Okay, you have been hurt, and your trust, your faith, they have been shook because of that, because of that fear from the past that makes you so afraid, obviously, for obvious reasons, because that's an inner child trauma, that's an inner child wound. So what you need to do is, first of all, be the mother to your inner child. Okay, maybe your parents were not able to show you the light as well as you would have liked to. Maybe they were not able to pull you close and show you, wait, this thing might have scared you, but you know what? It's not as scary because you have this friend. Okay, you have this elephant friend, and that could be one of your actual spirit totems. Like, you might be feeling like a deer spirit. Like, I feel like the deer spirit is your totem of today, but the animal spirit which is actually in line with your, which universe has for you, like the other animal spirit which is there in your life, is the elephant. Okay, and what it says is that you have the agility of a deer but also the strength of a elephant. Okay, because elephants are so strong, right? They're so big, they're so powerful, and nobody can mess with the elephant. Like, when the king of the jungle, the lion, okay, they said king of the jungle runs away when it sees a crazed elephant. Like, they don't come and mess with an elephant, because that's who you are meant to be. Okay, right now you are here, you are at the deer spirit phase of your life, but the choice which you need to make, and the choice which you are going to make, because obviously you will always make the right choices, you know this choice which you need to make, but obviously you have these fears. But as a result of you making that choice, obviously you're going to gain financially a lot. Your leadership skills will be much needed. Like, your leadership skills will come out. Like, there is this leader which is hiding within you, which is afraid of standing out there and expressing itself, but that comes up when you make this choice. Okay, you stop being the scared kid who was afraid to do this thing, who was afraid to get on that bike and ride, because now you know how to ride the bicycle. Okay, you actually do know that, but all you have to do in order to conquer your fears is obviously get on the bicycle and ride. And you already know how to ride. Okay, and as a result of you making that choice, your spirit is actually going to bring in this elephant spirit as well. Then you will realize that, oh, you have always been this deer spirit, you have always felt this deer spirit with you, which is very gentle and which is very careful and which is always very alert. But at the same time, you also have the strength of the elephant, you have the stability of an elephant, and you have the grace and the power of an elephant, and nobody can mess with you. Nobody can nobody can nobody can talk shit to you, and nobody will be able to bring you down, because you made the right choice and you are ready to bring in that elephant spirit into your life. And that is the reason why you chose this file, and that is the reason why you clicked on this video and you came for this reading, because your soul is ready for that growth. Your soul is ready to acknowledge the elephant spirit. And now this is the responsibility of the adult you. Now it is the responsibility of the grown-up you to show your inner child that, wait, you might have known the deer, but do you know the elephant which is also with you? Do you also know the elephant spirit which is with you? So what you can do additionally is get the picture of an elephant and put it on your wall or something. Okay? And welcome the animal spirit into your life. Just say that, animal spirit, I see you, I acknowledge you, and I know you are there, and you have always been there. I thank you for your patience, I thank you for your peace, I thank you for your calm, because you gave me the strength which I needed. But now I also bring you the agility which you didn't have. Now I have the agility of a deer, I have the gentleness of a deer, I have the speed of a deer, but then at the same time I have the gravity, I have the strength, I have the power, I have the knowledge, I have the intelligence of an elephant. And both these animals are actually very intelligent. Okay, the deer is very intuitive. It knows whenever like it can sense the vibrations, okay, so that it can bolt whenever the line even comes anywhere close to it, and it will just bolt, and it is so fast, okay. So that is the duality which you have within you. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you are Geminis or something, or if you have Gemini rising, moon, something. Now we're going to pull a few final cards and see what is coming your way. I feel so good about your reading, actually. Like when I started this reading, it looked a little scary, like yeah, there are these fears which you need to overcome, but oh my god, this is so cute. But now, yeah, of course, I'm going to keep this here. Okay, let's keep all this because they came out, right? And I'm going to pull one final card just to see if we missed anything. Okay, apparently we did. Another fell down, and I'm just going to go pick it up. Oh my god, yay! Nice, of course. Okay, so what is coming your way? The Two of Wands. So I feel like you have made the choice. Obviously in the future you have made the choice. You have made the choice which you were always destined to make, and as a result of that, obviously that inner child healing is happening. You're taking over your fears. You're facing your fears, because the Three of Swords came reversed in your reading, okay, and it represents healing, and if the Ace of Pentacles here, it looks like there is this new growth happening around your heart, okay. Like there were these cracks, which was caused due to past trauma and whatever, but then from those cracks this new growth is happening, and that is actually mending your heart because of the choice which you made. Because of the choice which you are making, your heart is actually getting mended, okay, mended, yeah. And as a result of that, obviously you are feeling so much calm and so much peaceful, and you're so much in bliss, and you're so in alignment, and you have seen your power, and you know that whatever scared you in the past, that was for a reason, and it was good because it happened for a reason, and now you're better off for it. Now you have become much more stable, you have become much more powerful as a result of that, because of your past experiences, okay. And obviously the door will open up for you, because finally you will look up, you'll open your eyes, you'll look up, and you'll see that you always had the key to open this door. You always had the key to open the door to your greatness. And what is coming in through the door? The Three of Cups, which means partnership, which means soul family. That is the word coming to my mind. You're going to attract the people who actually care for you, who actually love you, and you're going to attract these beautiful beings into this life. You're going to bring in more opportunities, you're going to bring in much more love, and a lot of new friends, and they're people who actually want to be with you, and who actually appreciate you and love you for who you are, and not for what you pretend to be. And you're going to going to become this powerful manifester. All your dreams are going to become a reality, because you have decided to take action and overcome your fears. And as a result of that, you go from here, the scared deer, to this amazing person who knows what she wants, and who knows that she deserves what she wants, okay. And I know you're strong enough for that choice. I know, and Spirit wants you to tell you that you are strong enough to make that choice. Okay, we're going to pull 3 final cards for you. Okay, so the first card we have is guidance. Find safety in your beacon's light. The mind is murky in rough waters, turbulence, of course. I mean, that is part of what our reading has been about, right? Breathe. Break from beneath the water surface and soar up beyond the turquoise sea. Okay, I feel like I want to pull another one for you, just because you guys are so much more special, and And because that 4 has been coming up again and again in your reading, like, so 4 feels like a very prominent number. So flow, let your worries drift away. Of course, see, now it feels complete. Okay, guidance. First we have guidance, or we can start from here. Yeah, go anti-clockwise. So turbulence, the mind is murky in rough waters. So obviously when the water is rough, the mind is murky. Like when the water is rough, like if there is a river, or there is let's say there is this small shallow pond or lake or something, and when the water is turbulent, when the water is moving, when there is a lot of movement happening in that water, the water muddies up, right? The water picks up the dirt, because the dirt gets mixed up with the water, because the water is constantly shaking and it's constantly moving, and it is till, loosening up the soil particles and the soil which is around the space, and that is getting mixed with the water, and that is making the water murky. But if the water is still the self, and we are talking about the same places, let's say there is this bowl kind of a thing, there's this hole, pothole, okay, and it's raining like heavily. So obviously when it's raining heavily, there is movement happening on the surface of the water, and the water is moving, and it's gathering dust, it's gathering soil from its area, from its surroundings, and as a result sometimes the potholes even expand, right? But instead, when the water is still, when there is no turbulence happening at the surface, the dust, the dirt settles down. The thing which was mixed up in the water, it settles down, and clear water rises above. That's the same thing. Okay, like when your mind is clear, when you're able to clear your mind, when you're able to breathe, when you're able to center your mind, the fears actually drift away. Ask yourself, what is it that you're truly afraid of, and what brings that fears. Talk to a therapist if that's what you need. Okay, there is no shame in talking to therapists. Talk to a therapist if there are some childhood traumas which you need to heal. Just talk, and it's going to help. Okay, there is guidance. Find safety in your beacon's light. So I feel you are going to be this beacon for so many other people, because there was also that bit about leadership in your pile, that you're going to be this amazing leader. But in order for you to be the leader, first you have to be this leader for yourself. Because if you cannot lead yourself and make the correct decision which you need to make, then obviously you won't be able to lead people, right? So first you need to be that leader for yourself and make the decision which you need to make for yourself, and then you can be this amazing leader for everyone else. Let your worries drift away. Flow. Let your worries drift away. Breathe. Break from beneath the water's surface and soar up beyond the turquoise sea. So it might feel to you like you are underwater, but you're not, because you know how to swim. The water cannot keep you down. You have learned how to swim. All the years, all the time that you have spent in the sea or ocean or in the pool has taught you how to swim. You know intuitively how to swim. So the only thing which is keeping you under the water is your not swimming. So when you break from beneath the water's surface and soar up beyond so what you really need to do is swim, obviously, and come out of the surface of the water, come out onto the surface of the water, and breathe. Take the fresh air in your lungs. Take the fresh air in your lungs, and let your worries drift away. Just practice breathing. Let us do this together, okay? Focus on your heart and just close your eyes and take a deep breath in. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. Feel all your worries, all your doubts, all your fears just melting away. Breathe in hope, peace, prosperity, love, and abundance. Breathe in confidence. Breathe out worries, fears, doubts, whatever was holding you back. Breathe in love and light. Breathe out worries and doubts and fears. Just breathe. Oops, sorry. Just breathe and let your worries drift away. Because the worries are not yours. They're a product of your surroundings, they're a product of your upbringing, they're a product of your past experiences, but that doesn't mean that those worries have to be there with you in the future. Let your worries drift away. The worries are not yours to carry. The worries are not yours to take forward. Just breathe. You're here, you're present, you're healed, you're whole. You have the strength of an elephant and the agility of a deer. You have the power of an elephant and you have the swiftness of a deer. You have the power, you have the intelligence of an elephant and the intuition of a deer. You're guided, you're peace, you're powerful, you're one with the source. You can manifest the life of your dreams. You are manifesting the life of your dreams. Just breathe and flow and let your worries drift away. Okay? So thank you, Pile, for letting me do this reading for you, because I feel like this is something which you really needed, and that is why you were brought to this Pile, why you were brought to this reading. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, do give this video a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe for more videos like this. And I'll see you the next time. Bye.